If it had been dry, it would have been brilliant. Just a long day, particularly with the weather. The weather just makes it harder, so I'm not sure what tomorrow's going to bring. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do if tomorrow brings this. We'll see. Anyway, what tomorrow brings is what tomorrow brings. My drying stack. Still wet. Oh, that's better. Keen there, these were still wet this morning. I do find myself today thinking what I would give just to hang out here all day and do nothing. But I need to get home. So the plan for today is basically to head from Southwest Rocks, follow the coast, basically essentially follow the coast as much as possible, down to Crescent Head, then through to Port Macquarie. Flynns Beach was another place we stayed with the kids, so I'm just going to go via there, some of those coastal roads along there, and then down through Forster and Smith's Lakes, and then on to Lake Macquarie, which is where I'm going to finish up. So it was like going through some of those towns. It's basically 6 hours. But yeah, keen to get home. Very keen to get home now after 6 days of riding. Yesterday was probably the biggest day that I've had. A number of hours on the bike, and plus the weather and everything made it stretch out. So it was basically 6 o'clock I left and got here at 1600, so it's 10 hours of riding. A long day. 600 Ks, so huge. Today's a little bit shorter. I think it's 450, so should be nice. It's a little bit later that I'm leaving. It's about 8 o'clock now. Had a nice breakfast downstairs. Just had a quick look down at the beach. Trigger some memories. That was nice. Such a tiny beach. It's funny, your memory sort of things is usually bigger than what it is, but this beach is tiny. Almost on a regular schedule each afternoon you'd go and buy some ice cream. Well, the rain seems to have still round, still cloudy everywhere, but it's not raining currently. There's no doubt that it will at some stage. Definitely still hanging around. Now it's time to get back on the bike. Alright, I think most stuff is kind of heated. The heater running is kind of dried out somewhat, probably 80% dry. Helmet's a bit, it's a bit stinky. Everything's a bit stinky. Alright, let's get on with it. Literally just started raining. I'm not even joking. In fact, there's a rainbow right there. I haven't really enjoyed seeing rainbows this week, gotta admit. Rainbows are nice, but I mean I'm about to get wet. Right back out again. Now, if you remember, this time last year was where I had a flat battery. Oh, good. Just do a quick lap. That rain is definitely coming. There's a Shell just down the road. I'm going to fill up there, buy some deodorant, because I left all my toiletries in my brother-in-law's place. That was smart. So if I want to stop anywhere and have some lunch today without smelling like a trash bag, I should buy some deodorant. We're off. ETA just before 3 PM. But I reckon 6 days is about the limit if you're going to do big Ks. Like yesterday was 600 kilometres. So a rest day today would have been perfect. Or even just, half a day's riding instead of a full day. But it was 10 hours. It just makes it tiring. And then as soon as you start to get tired, you start to not enjoy it as much. And although it's a nice accomplishment when you get to wherever you're getting to, you don't want to hate it, you want to enjoy it. It's the whole point of going on these, is to enjoy it. You don't want to be looking back going, oh, glad that's over. You want to be looking back on it going, oh man, that was amazing, I could have done some more. and I can't wait for the next one. I think next time, I don't know, I might stretch it out to 3 days again, or just spend a bit of time on the Gold Coast before heading back. Next stop is Crescent Head. Came in yesterday. It is just non-stop. Oh my god. Seriously, one of the brightest rainbows I've ever seen. That is quite phenomenal. So that'll head back to the freeway, head towards Crescent Head on this road. Belmore River Right Bank Road. You would expect like east or west or north, south, but no, right bank. I just hit shuffle on my liked songs playlist. Literally the first song comes up, You Belong to the City by Glenn Frey. I mentioned that one yesterday and I couldn't remember what it was. Looked it up last night. Miami Vice. My obsession with making videos is primarily driven by attaching the right music to the right vision. You know, and sort of finding the emotion in the music that the vision then accomplished. And Miami Vice to me is the pinnacle of that. When I watch movies and TV shows that have a really strong emotional pull because of the music, because of the sound, because of the vision, it really sort of forms up something solid in my memory. And Miami Vice was one of those first ones. It was something very, very unique, and you know, it changed everything. And saxophones. There's not enough saxophones in today's music. Bring back the sax. I want more sax. Everybody wants more sax. Would never have known the ocean's right there if it wasn't for the map. Could just turn right and keep going, but need to go and have a look. Yeah, it's a nice little spot. Navigate off the road. Looks like someone's driveway. That's weird. Wow, that's awesome. Phil, I can see why you like it around here, buddy. This is an absolutely beautiful part of the world. Definitely finding a lot of places I can retire to. Alright, onwards and upwards. Next stop, 52 minutes through Port Macquarie. Maria River Road.
expecting to be on the dirt today. But here we are. It's not too bad, just looking out for potholes, that's all. Ooh, a little slippery. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's okay, you're good, buddy. It's a nice easy road, but last thing I want to do is lose a bunch of time, you know, getting a flat on one of these potholes. So I'm just cruising through. Very mindful of being on my own. No point rushing it and then making a mistake and costing a lot of time. Oh shit, yeah, see, like that. Just a couple of those along the way. I need to get better at lifting the front. It's just not something I've spent a lot of time learning how to do. I've just got my liked songs on Spotify. Occasionally, if I can't get to sleep, I put on the sound of thunder and rain. One of those has just come up. I might skip that one. The Eagles, that's more like it. If you do follow my route, I'd probably just avoid this one. Shoreline Drive. Yeah, I think if you're going through there, then probably, I don't know how much of a shortcut that is, but yeah, if you're taking it just for the sake of it, if you're looking for some dirt just to scratch that itch, then yeah, it's alright, but you're not really missing anything. How's that for timing? Wow. Looking very Gold Coasty here. Just missed a shot back there of the canals. It looks exactly like the canals of the Gold Coast. I reckon there'd be a lot of people moving out of Sydney, heading up this way, particularly retirees. There's been a bunch of ads playing in Sydney at the moment around flying to Port Macquarie, and the whole premise of the ad is, you know, why would you drive when you can fly? It's only an hour flight. Yeah, it takes a lot more than an hour. It's not just the flight time. Door to door, yeah, I reckon it'd be pretty even actually. The time it takes to get into Sydney Airport, find a park, board, wait for the plane, take off, taxiing, landing, getting back off the other side, and then you don't have your car. That's where I stayed last time, just in there. Beach lookout. That spot didn't exist on Google Maps. I added it, and I get an email every sort of couple of months about that spot. Like Google Maps just, you know, blowing smoke up your ass to try and keep updating their shit. And that one seems to be a popular one. Now we were staying here, what was that, 2015 I think it was, so yeah, almost 10 years, oh wow, almost 10 years ago now. and drove up from Sydney, staying with Matt and his family, and it was awesome. Really loved this place. But while we were here, and I think they'd only just come out at that stage, a couple of Ducati Scramblers, they were parked down here with some camp gear on them and everything. Rain is definitely on its way, although hopefully it heads northwest. Bit of coffee was great, although what goes in must come out. It is a bit, isn't it?
Not the best day to be a postman. Good luck.
Yeah, you too, mate. I think I've resigned myself to the fact that it's just not going to stop. If I keep hoping, I'm just going to disappoint myself, so it's just going to rain the whole way. Yeah, I can't play commercial music, so just imagine this song as a montage. Just hum it to yourself, imagine. Oh, that's better. That is much, much better. I can breathe. Setting forth. Quick little detour. It's gonna hopefully worth the 10-minute cost. Let's see. If it was going to be raining, I was going to skip this. Ears popping. Didn't realise there was a second side. Alright, let's get on with it. Forster, Lake Macquarie. Then we're done. Almost there. Alright. We're Gilmore Girlsing it to the finish line. Let's go. Let's burn up some Ks. Here's what I love about this bike. You can do all of it. topped up fuel, had some lunch. Final stretch. There's literally 3 or 4 lanes of distance that car could have gone around the turning car. No, just wait. Don't you dare. Come on. I'm hoping that's already fallen. One last little windy bit. Alright, to the freeway. Let's do this.
So why is it with all these tired kilometres, crazy rain and exhausting experience that I'm looking forward to doing it all again next year? I must be crazy. However, my takeaway from this trip are to give myself the following rules. A maximum 400 kilometres in a day gives me plenty of time to stop, take things in and avoid needing to take the freeway to make up any time. A rest day after 5 days of riding is a good thing, so on day 6, plan a nice spot to chill out. And I am most certainly doing these roads again. They were amazing.